the truth.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, we are doing an Iverson build. This is going to be the final build that I actually make and play with on 2K20, and I do believe this is going to be the last video that I actually make for 2K20 builds and stuff like that. And also, I will say this, there's been a reason why I haven't been uploading a lot. The main reason is A, I don't know what kind of content to make other than these build videos, especially this late in the game. Also, another thing is like I just recently got a job, so I have that job and I mainly work like from like sometime in the morning to like late in the evening. So I work pretty long days. So it's a long day for me, especially since I work in a grocery store and stuff like that. I actually sell phones and everything like that. So I'm doing wireless specialist stuff in a grocery store. So that is a big pain in the ass, but you know, it's good money and everything like that. So that's sort of the job that I'm going through right now. And also I am currently well, not currently, but I was sick. I still have a little bit of a cough, that's about it though. But I was sick. Within 3 days of working, I got sick and went and got tested for COVID. Had to wait 4 days. For some reason, it took 4 days for them to get my results and call me and stuff like that. And apparently, my results came back negative. So I was sitting here trying to get on the proper meds to get rid of this cough, just so I can actually officially go back to work. So now that we are here and we're actually feeling a lot better to actually start making more content, I did a stream last night, so I'm feeling a lot better to start making content. It's going to be a lot harder for me to make content just because of the hours that I work, but we're going to make it work somehow, especially since I'm going to use one of my PTO days. I'm going to literally use one of my PTO days when 2K21 releases, and we're going to be doing a stream, a midnight release stream and stuff like that. Who knows? I'm actually going to make content. So I might not do it immediately at midnight release, but I know that I'm going to make content and stuff like that that day. So keep that in mind. Let's actually get right into the video, because I know that you guys are actually wanting to get into this build. So let's just go ahead and do a playmaking finishing pie chart. And of course, we're going to go down to vertical speed, because we're going to have a 95 vertical speed and acceleration anyway. So what we're going to do here is we're going to max out everything for, of course, finishing here as much as like we really need. So 18 finishing badges, that's good enough, because we need all these extra badges and stuff like that. But here's the thing, the only reason why we're not doing like extra stuff for finishing is just because we need the extra attribute points, because we need to get our defensive badges and we need shooting badges other than just playmaking finishing. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna max out mid-range, three-pointer, and free throw, and post fade is gonna go up to a 70, just so we can get the 10 shooting badges. Now, if you know me, you should know that a lot of builds that I make tend to have at least 10 shooting badges, and the only reason why that is just because you need at least 10, or at least in my opinion, if you have 10, then you're golden, because you can like shoot pretty much lights out with 10 shooting badges if you have the right jump shot and everything. So keep that in mind. That's the main reason why you see it in my two-way slashing playmaker, you see it in my playmaking glass cleaner, you see it pretty much a lot. So for playmaking, pass accuracy, ball handling maxed, of course. Then we are gonna post moves up to a 69. But then we have defense, which is perimeter, lateral, steal, defensive rebound, and of course interior up to a 58, just so we have 18, 10, 22, and 8. And also, if you guys want me to, I can do like another video after this doing like a pure playmaker with 62 badges. I don't know if you guys would want to see a pure playmaker with 62 badges, but I can make it work somehow. I do believe that it is a pure playmaker, because I was messing around builds and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, You could do whatever you want here. I'm just gonna go defined pretty much because I just feel like it looks better. We're going all the way down from 6'5" to 6 foot just because AI was indeed 6 foot. Dropping down to 175 just to get the 95 acceleration off the rip, which you don't really need to. I just, find it pretty easy to. And then 72-inch wingspan just so we can get the extra mid-range and stuff like that. Like, look at that. Our mid-range is almost an 80 because of this. Like, that is crazy to me. But then, of course, you get playmaker, slasher, or shot creator takeover. And pretty much you could do whatever you want. You could do shot creator takeover if you so please. But I'm going to do slasher takeover just because slasher takeover with this kind of build would be toxic. They would not expect it. But Allen Iverson is the top person that this build is similar to. This is an Allen Iverson build, and I found this build. I'm like, you know what? It's kind of neat what would happen if we actually made it and played this on Park and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you some badges that you could possibly use with this build, alongside with, of course, everything that you could do. So as you guys could see, the 90, the 99, or technically the 95 overall stats. The 95 overall stats you see right here, and then of course you would add a +4 whenever you do get to 99. So you'll have your 95 pass accuracy, 99 ball handling. You'll have a 73 pointer, and then you'll have an 83 mid-range, which is crazy. You still have your elite contact dunks, but you'll have a 91 driving dunk at a 99, 99 driving layup, 94 close shot, an 80 perimeter defense, an 81 lateral quickness, 80 steal. It's just decent all around stats, you know what I'm saying? But of course, contact finisher is going to be your best bet as long as Giant Slayer, because those two are pretty much set. Contact finisher, just because you're a slasher and you can finish at the rim regardless, contact finisher is your best friend. Giant Slayer, just because you're a guard, and you're like 6'5" as like a regular guard, be like, okay, well, I'm regular size for a guard, I don't need Giant Slayer. Guards should have it at all times, or anybody shorter than 6'8" should have it. So their finisher is going to be up there. Then of course I'm going to have Pro Touch, Relentless, and Acrobat as 3 silver badges. And of course, me personally, you can run this if you want to, or if you want to take down Slithery finisher to gold and then have like one of these other ones up to gold, that's completely fine. Then you can have 2 Hall of Fame, 2 gold, 2 silver, which would be a pretty good spread. But right now we're just worrying about the best badges, which contact finisher, Giant Slayer, Slithery finisher would definitely help out a lot. For shooting, we're going to go ahead and just put on that gold quick draw because that's going to be important. Now, since you are a playmaker and stuff like that, you can easily run something like this a little bit, and then you can have like gold hot zone hunter or gold range extender. If you're not looking to shoot from range, but you are looking to fade a bit, then get silver difficult shots with maybe gold hot zone hunter quick draw with silver green machine. But of course, that's just like if you want to. But of course, Deadeye, if you want. Deadeye is definitely a good badge to have. But me personally, this is what I run, and if it wasn't for me being a point guard that has like a really good ball handling and stuff like that, like if I didn't have the ball handling or anything, then I would totally just be like, all right, I'm just gonna shoot off the catch. I'm just gonna be that spot up shooter and then shoot off the catch. Or like if I have to, then I can easily just do like a snatch back, do a couple dribble moves, and then shoot it, just like I do with my playmaking glass cleaner. But in this case, since I don't need catch and shoot at all, I'm just going to replace the gold catch and shoot with silver green machine and gold range extender instead of silver range extender and gold catch and shoot. So Everything else is normal. I usually have gold quick draw and silver hot zone hunter. Now, if you don't want green machine, put it on Deadeye. 100% I would recommend Deadeye on at least silver. That's if you don't need green machine or if you don't want green machine, but it's totally up to you guys, whatever you guys want to run here. But I pretty much recommend gold quick draw 100%. I know a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, but I use silver. If you guys use silver, that's fine, then you can just run that wherever you want. But me personally, I use gold. Now for, of course, playmaking here, of course, a couple things that I like to look at here is being able to get yourself open a lot. Being able to get yourself open a lot has something to do along the lines of this. And then you can run silver dimer, or you don't have to run dimer at all. It just depends on who you are running with. Like me personally, I'm going to be running with my buddy CJ a lot. So if anything, I'm not going to be running dimer at all, because he's going to be playing a pure defender and he's not going to be shooting from the 3. So if I dime him in the corner, he's not going to be shooting it, because I know how he plays and I know that he's not even going to risk that, especially with like a 33 pointer. But yeah, anyway, this is something I would definitely run right here. This is like, depending on what you guys want, but that ankle breaker is definitely going to be really good. You don't have to have like all of these, like space creator, ankle breaker, tight handles. You don't need all of those. You just need pretty much like space creator, because space creator is toxic, especially if you have a playmaker takeover. Then that's going to be really, really toxic. You're going to be pretty much guaranteeing an ankle break every time. But if you don't want ankle breaker and you want the space creator, because I feel like space creator would be really toxic, then you can run the space creator and run floor general Hall of Fame. Still have that needle threader silver, because that'll be really toxic. Tight handles on Hall of Fame anyway, just because it makes it a little bit easier and stuff like that. Because tight handles, it says improves a player's ability to break down a defender. Usually you will see a lot of people running you'll see a lot of people running ankle breaker tight handles combo, and that usually was like the only combo that they would see people use, because that was like pretty much the only way to break people. So keep that in mind, that pretty much is like the only way to break people, is when you had like tight handles ankle breaker. But I don't think you'd need to have it anymore. But space creator is definitely really, really good. Or if you don't want space creator, then just put on ankle breaker instead. But me, I'm going to use space creator, because it's really good on that one-on-one situations and stuff like that. So for defense, of course, easy defensive badges here: silver pickpocket with gold intimidator and gold lamps. Now these are going to be really, really good. Or if you guys don't want pickpocket, tireless defender on silver would be pretty nice to have, so you can, you know, you don't have to use all that energy on defense, and then when you're back on offense, you don't have to sit there and wait for your stamina to refill. So there's that. You can run either one if you guys want to. I do definitely recommend those two. And let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section down below. I know that this build isn't something that you would usually see, but you know, it's a build nonetheless for a legend, Mr. Allen Iverson, which sadly I don't see his jump shot on this list. So let me know what you guys think of this build. Let me know if this is a pretty good Allen Iverson build. I know this ain't going to be too accurate about how he is in real life. I know he could shoot a little bit better, but I'm just going with what I got. I know he's got better defense than that, but you know, like I said, just going with what I have right now. And also, it did say that it was similar to Allen Iverson, so it ain't clickbait. I ain't clickbaiting. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section down below. Make sure you give me feedback, like the video if you enjoyed, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification icon. Never miss an upload. And yeah, I'll talk to you all in the next one. Later, everybody.
Bitch, start tripping, now I'm blue. Mega man, I can't win for losing, cause I got too many haters, man. Used to be the paper boy, grew up now I'm mega man. Player 1, player 2.